to the Metal Mixtape here on KSQ 89.5 FM Ashland, Oregon, 94.1 FM Medford, and streaming online on kskqdjramo. It's the boy, it's the Don, DJ Ramo. I am honored and humble to have Samuel CRISTEA of LILIAC on the show, man. This guy is an absolute shredding monster. I've been playing guitar for 20 years, dude, and I could always admire when I see somebody just skyrocket and skyrocket and skyrocket on your talents, dude. So I'm just super excited to have you, dude.
Oh, thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here. Thank you for having me on your show.
Dude, of course, dude. To be honest, dude, so I've known of you guys, your band being around for a long time, but
Yeah,
in radio and all that, I get so many albums, I get so many records, I listen to so many bands that I never got around to you guys. You know what I mean? And I
right.
finally and I listen to you guys and like, when you hear bands out there, you always like build up your own expectations of what they're gonna be and everything. And I was like, all right, like, this is a family band, kind of like those Lonely Boys, the Jackson Five,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Selena and Los Dinos, the Warnings kind of doing a similar thing. But dude, I watched you guys play and like you guys are like hardcore refined musicians, dude.
Oh, thank you.
And for me, dude, like so seeing you what you're doing on the guitar is like, dude, you're doing like a lot of like modern practices, a lot of what's like a lot of these like modern shredders are getting into with like the sweep tapping arpeggios and just the monster scales and just like how refined you are, dude. So I'm just super excited to dive down into your music, dude.
Oh, yeah, no, of course. And like, I mean, growing up, I didn't expect to be like a shredder or anything like that. It just happened like when I first started taking lessons, I was more into just like learning a new instrument and like seeing what happens. But over time, I like absolutely fell in love and like was starting to study the greats. So, like Yngwie Malmsteen, who like basically created neoclassical guitar
Oh
and
yeah.
like and also Paul Gilbert with his like
Mm-hmm.
alternative licks and Eddie Van Halen with his tapping, like all of those things is those are like my inspiration like guitarists, and I just absolutely love implementing their techniques into my playing, and hopefully, also doing what I do best, which is like incorporating like some soul and into my guitar playing is just how I envision, people to see me as like a becoming like an influential guitarist.
No, absolutely, dude. And you know what? Like, just watching you play and also like just watching everybody else in your family play, man. And me finding out some details on how much like your parents help and everything, like, dude, like who was who was the first musician in your guys' band? And how and did everybody like playing music at first? Was everybody just like so addicted to it? Because the thing is, it's like not only like do you and your family like you guys play together, but you guys all have like this crazy chemistry, but confidence too, dude.
Right.
Like every
Confidence is
video,
very
like, and here's
important.
the thing for bands to work out, they all have to buy in to what they're gonna do as far as a music video, as far as a look. Everybody has to be really disciplined, dude. How did that all happen with like your like everybody just starting to play music and everybody just buying in?
Right. Well, growing up, it's interesting because my dad was already like a music producer, so he had like a recording studio. So we kind of grew up with music all our lives. It's
Yeah.
just we started just singing and like dancing. So we were always doing something with music or like into entertainment business. Like even as a child, I was like a child actor and stuff like that. But we started getting into music when I think it was like before 2015 we would go on the Santa Monica Pier just like singing karaoke, but
Oh,
then
that's awesome.
eventually we decided to like pick up instruments, and our dad helped us by like choosing the proper instrument for us. So like for example, he suggested Abby should do drums because she was like a dancer and like coming up with choreography stuff, so someone who already has good timing would be a great
Mm,
drum, stuff like that.
mm.
But so we went to Downey Music's center, which is in California, and that's where we basically started the whole like learning our instruments. And basically we kind of did it all together. It's just as a hobby, but then eventually it became like something more serious because like we're like we could start a rock band, like let's do it. Let's try learning songs together. And then we obviously did street performing on the Santa Monica Pier, and obviously honing our craft, gaining confidence, which is what you mentioned as
Hmm.
well. And it's funny because over the years we started getting better and better, and our crowds would grow bigger and bigger. And we would have like the police officers come and telling us that we need to control our crowd because
Wow.
it's getting out of hand. You know, people really do love rock and metal. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's just, I feel like it's in especially in the young generation, it's kind of missing, but the fact that we're a younger generation playing rock and metal is very like mind-blowing to some people. It's like, wow, you're playing music from my generation, like that's insane.
Yeah, no, absolutely, dude. And like when I first started diving into you guys, I was just like, dude, like like it's crazy because you guys just picked like the perfect instruments for each other.
Yeah.
Because just from watching listening to your earlier stuff to now, like everybody's massively progressed, you know. I feel you have that talent, but then like you hone it down, you refine it, and you try to compact it and into just like a lot of growth, dude. And I extremely see that, dude. And it's
Thank
insane.
you.
Like, and especially dude in your guitar playing, dude. I'm not trying to be biased, but I just really loved the way you shred it, and it blew me away because I don't know why I thought in my head it was gonna be like pretty safe the guitar playing, and I was like, holy hell, dude, like you're shredding, dude, do you ever pay attention to like any like other modern YouTubers or other like people around in your age that are doing like these shreds? Like do you ever listen like to any like prog or like
Yeah, I
deathcore
was gonna
or
say, yeah,
metalcore
there's
and all
like
that?
Polyphia, I believe,
Oh
is
yeah.
one of the bands that are like really prog metal that I absolutely love and adore. Like their guitar skills are impressive, even to me, and like I love getting those ideas and incorporating in my own music as well. So, I mean, and there's also like a bunch of Instagram influencers who are like, you know, really,
Mhm.
really good young guitarists that I follow. I just can't name them right now,
Yeah,
just
it's all
like it
good.
always slips my mind. But like I see them popping up on my feed all the time, and I'm just like, I am always impressed, and I'm like glad that we're able to have that same, basically same musicality and skill sets, and just to be able to have discussions with them about, you know, music is like it's always great to have friends in that area or in that field.
No, for sure, dude. Okay, so one of the things I want to talk about is like when were you like starting to break your limits on the guitar where you started incorporating the sweeps and the tapping and all that? Was that like a huge hurdle for you when you were trying to learn those certain exercises compared to like chords and just the whole rhythmic of the instrument? Like when you were first starting out doing your sweeps or your arpeggios, your fast scales, just getting really clean, man. Like what was your biggest challenge and what kind of helped you overcome that?
Sure. So obviously, when you're first starting out guitar, it's going to be difficult. No matter what skill you're going to learn, like when it's new, it'll always be difficult. But you always have to just keep going and stick with it. No, like when you start learning something new, you always have to start slow. Never like rush the process. You know what I'm saying? It's all about time, and like over time, you'll get better and better. So what I do is when I try to approach a new skill, I obviously find exercises, do a lot of research, and like basically really pay attention to every um intricate detail. So like how am I supposed to hold the pick on this
Mm,
technique? And then usually when I learn a new lick, I try to go very slow with the metronome. So that way I can like make sure I'm playing it clean, and then I'll speed it up by increments of 5, you know,
mm,
on BPM, and then
cool.
you know, speed up, and then once I get to a faster level, then I can like really just play it effortlessly. But it does take time, you know what I mean? You can't just expect to be good like that. So especially when I took the alternate picking technique, for me, it was definitely a hard one to learn, especially at the beginning stages. But I had a list of a bunch of exercises to do.
Mm,
A lot of them were, you know, chromatic exercises, but some of them were like Paul Gilbert exercises where you have to
yep.
use like pick slanting and like all these different like details. But eventually, I would say in a few months, I mastered that technique. You just have to stick with it. You can't like give up. And also consistency is key. Like try to at least practice an hour a day. Like don't miss out days. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yep. No, I totally agree, dude. And I think that's always been my problem with like how long it took me to try to do sweeping. Because like right now I'm only up to like
I do love
uh
sweeping. It's such a
yeah,
fun
yeah.
time.
Three strings is a piece of cake right now for me. I'm still getting like I don't know like string noise when I try to do my five, and it's always on my top. It's always on my my A, you know, where I get noise on the way down. You
Okay.
know,
Are you
because
using
on
like
my way up is like I don't know why, but I can sweep my way up easy, but it's on my way down. My very first A string has a buzz, but then I nail every other note.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you incorporating some like palm mutings for when you're
No,
going down?
no, I probably should.
Yeah, that's probably that's a way to like get rid of string noise, especially when
Yeah.
you're going down. Because if you don't have the palm like kind of touching the strings, it's going
Yeah.
to make noise. So
Okay. Cool.
yeah.
Well, hey, I got a free guitar lesson.
Hey, yeah.
so, dude, um, you know, you're young. Your whole band's young. Dude, you guys are constantly creating content. You guys are
Um,
constantly recording music. And also just like touring and putting all this pressure on yourselves, dude. Like, what is one of the things your family likes to do, and you yourself just to like relax and be able to deal with all this creating content? Because you know you're young, but also like I'm sure there comes like a lot of stress with
oh
all
yeah,
these
of course.
deadlines and rehearsals, and like you guys are when you guys play live, you're so refined to the team, man.
Yeah.
Well, what is some of the things your family does and you yourself to decompress and relax so you guys can be able to deal all this? Because like, dude, you guys are constant social medias, constant videos, constant music rehearsals. And you know what? Like you kind of already answered it earlier before the interview, how in shape you stay, so
Mhm.
mentally you're able to handle
Right.
everything that's because you guys are young and you guys still have so much room to grow.
Of course. And yeah, it's true. Like a lot of people think that it's an easy job just being like a social media influencer, but it's not. It's a tedious process. Like so much time goes into coming up with ideas and obviously like recording, producing music. All of it takes time. And it does drain you sometimes. But what I like to do to like basically uh decompress and like rejuvenate myself is just like obviously after work I go to the gym. That is one way I can like clear my head and just like zone into just like doing my exercises, and it honestly feels great. And then afterwards I go in the sauna, which is like for muscle recovery. And then after that I tend to go home. I like sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes I like to take baths in like Epsom salts because it's
Yeah,
just like relaxing. And then we also have a massage chair that I like to go in and I just read a book. You know what I mean? I just stay in the
yeah.
massage chair, just read a book. And then after that, I usually like to, FaceTime my friends, or if I have something going on that night, I'll go out to hang out with friends. And yeah, that's pretty much what I would do to basically um just like take my mind off of work and just like relax for a little bit.
I dig it, man. I dig it. Just to stay a couple more questions on the topic, dude. So, what is your honest reaction to this whole new thing on YouTube where and not only YouTube and TikTok where people like react to content. Not
Oh,
only
right.
LILIAC but just a whole lot of bands that people grind hours to do all these reactions. Do you ever sit there and watch any of them?
Um,
And what is it like to just have all these people put like all this constant effort to like just constantly promote your guys' band and just
yeah.
like get that enjoyment out of it? Because honestly, I do. I've been playing music for 20 years. I play in bands. I also like throw my own festivals. I do everything heavy
No
metal,
way.
and
That's so
yeah,
cool.
and I just started doing like a couple years ago the whole review and reaction and all that.
Hmm.
And it's insane how many people like I've only done your guys' band like 3 times, but the insane amount of people that come out and like know all your guys' details, know
It is,
what's the
yeah.
know the what's what. They almost know like what you eat for dinner. What's your reaction to like all these people and this constant massive outpour of support that you get on like online?
Right. Well, it's actually funny because when we first started putting out content and then whenever a reaction video would pop up, I would always like watch it, right? But
Yeah.
then over time it kind of got oversaturated for me at least because so many people were reacting and I do love the reaction videos. Don't get me wrong, I love them. But it's gotten to the point where like I don't have time to watch them anymore, you know?
Fair.
But I
That's fair.
do appreciate everyone who does put out a reaction because it is essential for like getting new viewers to come see who we are. You know what I mean? And so we appreciate them like wholeheartedly. So we want to thank everyone who does reaction videos because it helps a lot, you know?
Oh yeah.
But
So go
yeah,
ahead.
sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, so online it isn't all just flowers and sunshine.
Hmm.
Do you guys ever receive any like trolls or negative
Oh,
attention
oh yeah,
because
a
you guys
lot
are
of
like
it.
a you guys are family and not only that but because like you know when you guys play your instruments and everything like you guys got that swagger, dude. And I always say like and I always say that like when like when you do that like some people will like misconstrue it as like oh they're looking for attention, they're looking to do that, but no, it's like when you truly love your instrument and being like on that stage like you have that confidence. Eddie Van Halen and everything,
Of course.
all of them would do the same thing. Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads. So do you how do you deal with all the online trolls and just people just kind of out there just to be assholes?
Right. Well, the thing is, like trolls, they like to start problems for no apparent reason. They're just there spreading rumors and lies, and you just have to block out the noise. Honestly, I don't pay attention to any of them because like if you do, it'll just like, hurt you, but like for what? There's no reason. And it's not that I'm like egotistical or anything like that. It's just like
Yep.
it's honestly I don't need that in my life just to read hate comments for no reason. It's just like I know who I am, I know what I love, and I'm just gonna stick to it. You know what I'm saying?
No, no, absolutely, dude. I always tell everybody that too, man. Like, you know, I try to do as much work as possible and stay on a schedule, and then
Yes.
and the days go by where like at the end of the day, then I could just like decompress and like kind of do things separately from music. But yeah, it's cool that your band learned that at a young age,
Hmm.
and is that something that like you try to like teach like your siblings, like especially like your little brothers, you
Mm.
know, and everything, you know, they're growing up and you know they're now having to deal with all that when like you know you're older, so you know you have like that maturity to you. Is that something you like try to help your little brothers and sisters with when you're trying to build up through that, like hey guys, like we're getting bigger, the channel's getting bigger, we're getting bigger offers, a bigger tour, like you guys got this, like you know, focus.
Yes, I mean, we do have a very strong family dynamic. We always like to communicate with each other. And obviously, everyone has their own interests. For example, like my brothers, they like to play video games after work. And then my sister, she also goes to the gym with me, Melody speaking, and she'll go out with her friends. But usually when we come together for work, we always come up with ideas. And like obviously when we're getting bigger and bigger, we have to make sure that we stay on track and we don't lose focus, you know? So obviously, there's a lot of guidance,
Mm-hmm.
and there's always a path to take. So have to basically be strong together and make sure that we don't fail. Well, I mean, failures are bound to happen, but like we try our best to succeed as much as possible.
Okay. No, for sure. I'm gonna throw a quick side question since we brought up the word failure, because the thing is things can happen on stage when you don't want them to.
Right.
What is the biggest malfunction LILIAC's ever had on stage as far as like the PA system not working, you constantly
Yes.
breaking strings, did something light on fire, did the stage break? What is like the one show, or I know it's probably happened a lot because you play so much, but what is the show that you've played where you're just like you're kind of looking over at your brother or sister, going like, "Dude, like this is like
Yeah, this is
today's not the
bad.
this is bad."
Yeah, so I remember this happened. It was in Florida. It was recent. We were performing, I think it was in Clearwater, Florida, at like a Harley Davidson festival, and we were the openers. And it was weird because on soundcheck everything was working perfectly, and we also have backing tracks now. So we tested everything, and it all was working fine. But then once we try to get on stage, we have an intro music, which is, part of the backing tracks. We press play and nothing's making any noise. And we're
Oh
like,
no.
oh my gosh. So we were literally waiting for like until we got the signal. But my dad comes out, he's like, you guys should have to go on stage and just play without, the backing tracks, which we know how to do because like we don't need backing tracks. It just adds another element.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But it's just kind of like it kind of made us feel like because usually we like to come and like the dramatic intro music, like we like to make a statement and like be, that presence. But the fact that we came on stage with like no music, it was just very like, I don't know, it was like a little off. And so when we started playing, like, because we had to get the drummer to count in, because usually in the backing tracks we have like the metronome guy saying like 1, 2, 3, go,
Yep.
like stuff like that. But it was just we were like shaking our heads like this isn't not how we planned it to be, but that's about like that happens. Like, malfunctions will happen, but you just gotta, be persistent and keep like you just gotta make sure that you get it done, no matter what happens, you find alternatives.
No, hey, that's awesome, man. And it's like you said, you guys know you guys can do with or without. But of course, you guys put so much work into your craft that and there's new people seeing you guys and there's a way that you guys envision your band and you
Yes,
and you want to see everybody see that vision. So I can see why like
exactly.
yeah, you can see why there's troubles. So dude, you guys have played a ton of shows, a ton of tours. What is one band that you just that made a huge impression on you? And also, like, what is a guitar hero that you've met like on tour that like just gave you like a lot of props, you know?
Okay, a guitar hero that I met on tour, we were in Montana and it was for a festival. I think it was called uh what was it called? Rock on the Rivers or something like
Yeah.
that. And basically, Zach Wild was there with his band. What was his band? Uh,
Black Label Society.
yes, Black Label Society. And we saw him at the hotel lobby, just like, just there. And we went up to him and we started chatting with him. And he gave us so many wonderful advice and like motivational, like a speech. And just telling us to keep going and pursuing our dreams and passion and like it was just very awe-inspiring to me because he's like one of my main influences as well because like I got his pinch harmonic technique from him because like I love doing pinch harmonics
Yep.
and I don't know, it's just hearing him speaking to me in person and like giving me, basically inspiration is just like a huge deal, you know?
Yeah.
And that is one guitarist that I met on tour. And then a band that I saw perform live that I really enjoyed. I mean, this might sound cliche, but Metallica, I got to
Oh yeah.
perform at the Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta, Georgia, the stadium, and it was such a great concert. And we were singing our hearts out because we knew all the Metallica songs and we know how to play some of them. So it was great to be able to see that in person.
That's awesome. No, and hell yeah, dude, Metallica's like top notch. I think they're like the only person competing with Taylor Swift for Taylor
Right,
concert tickets right
exactly.
now. Right now the two
They're the
top
ones
people.
driving metal right now.
Yeah, yeah, no, it's absolutely insane, dude. No, that's super awesome, man. Like I said, you guys are just constantly grinding and going hard. I want to ask you some fun questions to end like
Yeah,
the interview for
of
like the
course.
last 5 minutes. What is one thing non-music related besides working out that you love doing? Like what do you like to watch? Do you like to cook? Do you like to play video games? Like what is something Liliac fans would not expect you're good at and love?
Okay, that is a very good question. Well, I do enjoy reading. I have a Switch, which I don't play often, but whenever I do have a chance, I will play Fortnite, with like some friends. But usually I don't go then more than an hour. Like I can't play it that long. But I also enjoy hiking. I like to hike, and then I also love tennis. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite
Yeah.
sport to play. I
Oh yeah.
Whenever I have an opportunity, I'll like say like call one of my friends. I'm like, "Hey, can we play tennis?" Because I used to take tennis classes, but I kind of stopped. It's been like a whole year now, but I still enjoy playing for fun, you know?
Oh yeah.
Um, and then I don't know why, but all of a sudden I kind of got an interest in like because our fill-in drummer, her name is Alexa, and over on tour, she was teaching me like some ballet moves, and
Oh,
now
badass.
I'm like I kind of want to learn ballet, so I'm trying to look up online to see if there's any ballet classes in Atlanta, Georgia.
Dude, that's rad. Hey, you already got that discipline, dude. You know, and
Yeah,
just you add it, dude. There's a lot of people out there that are just can do multiple things, and dude, you'll knock it out of the park.
thank
All right,
you.
dude. All right,
One more
dude.
thing though, can I say one more
Yeah,
thing?
of
I'm
course.
also learning a new instrument as well, which I'm also excited about because I don't know if I should reveal it yet because I know my band they say they want to keep it as a surprise,
Oh,
but I
keep
think
it,
I'm
bro.
learning.
Keep.
Yeah, I'm learning a new instrument as well, which is another hobby of mine, basically.
Cool, cool.
Yeah.
I already guessed it in my head.
Okay.
All right. All right. In a zombie apocalypse, if you could have one weapon and destroy the zombie horde that
Ooh.
isn't the cure or a nuke, what is that one weapon?
Ah, dang. I'm really bad with weapons. Like I don't know anything about weapons, but I'm trying to think. Um,
You have zombies
I
breaking
think
in. You got to save your
ah,
family. You need something.
I mean, I found like a fascination towards archery, so maybe like a bow and arrow.
I
But
love.
I mean,
Hey,
that's not enough unless I get like unlimited amount of arrows.
I love it. I love it. What is one band or artist that you like that is furthest away from the genre of your band?
Ooh,
So
that's
it doesn't have to be rock. It doesn't have to be metal.
right. That is a
Something completely
good.
opposite.
That's a.
I'll say mine. Like I listen to a lot of like Sia.
Oh yes, yes,
I'll listen to
good.
like Juice World. You know what
Mm,
I mean? Like when I'm not because I listen to metal all week, dude.
right,
And I'll
I
listen to
know.
albums that I just want to listen to like some pop. You know,
Yeah, I
like
agree with you on that. Like, I listen to metal and rock is like my main genre of music, but like sometimes I just have to listen to something else, you know? Because like being fed the same exact thing is kind of like I want to try something different, you know?
yep.
But like I said, it's still my favorite. I'm trying to look up right now to see if I have. Oh, okay. I think this one might be one. NF,
NF. Okay.
like a kind of like the new Eminem, if that makes sense. He's like a
Okay. Yeah, I
upcoming
have. Yeah.
rapper. So NF. And then for pop, probably. Oh my gosh, I don't even know. Um, let's see. Tate McRae. She's like a
Okay.
pop artist. We saw her perform live at the. It was here in Atlanta. It was called the Tabernacle. It's like a venue that's pretty popular. Even like Måneskin performed there and like a whole bunch of rock bands. So.
I love it. I love it. What is one thing you're willing to admit that you're terrible at, but you are trying at it every day?
Hmm. Mm. Ooh, that's a good question.
What I know you said that you're starting to do
Okay,
ballet,
wait.
but
Actually, I think I might know. Cooking. I really want to learn how to cook. So I'm gonna say I'm bad at it for now because like I don't really cook. So I'm trying to look up recipes and trying to. I did make a Cajun chicken parmesan, which did come out pretty good, but I felt like it was a little too spicy. But then again, it is Cajun, so it's supposed to be spicy. I
yeah.
don't know. That's that's one thing I'm probably not the best at. But I do love making smoothies. Like I'm really good at smoothies. If I could open a smoothie shop, I would.
Hell yeah, dude. What's your favorite thing in a smoothie right
Oh my
now?
gosh. Okay, my main go-to is like I usually put bananas,
Mm,
and then like low-fat yogurt, and then probably like some type of juice, like a tropical juice. And then I'll put frozen strawberries, pineapple, and mango, and then mix that up, and it tastes very good.
dude, I love it. I love it.
Oh, and I forgot. I'll also add protein. Forgot, add protein powder.
Oh yeah. All right. Before I give you the final question, what is one thing you want to say to your fans?
Well, I just want to show my appreciation to our fans because they have been with us through thick and thin, and we love seeing them whenever they come out to our shows. And also want to thank some of our fans because I do, offer guitar lessons. And so some of them came to me because they want to learn guitar as well. And so me being able to teach them is just like, it's very honorable to me because I just see that as like people wanting to learn guitar and like be inspired by learning guitar is just a huge factor and basically helping keeping this instrument alive. So I just want to thank our fans for everything that they have done for us, supporting us and just coming to our shows and learning guitar from me.
Dude, I love it. I love it. Samuel, thank you so much for taking time to talk to me today, dude. It's been super rad, dude. I do this for like a living. I do radio and I do
Yeah.
promotion and all that, and it's super cool, man. Because I'm an actual fan of yours, dude. Now
Oh,
I'm not saying that I do interviews. I'm not fans of people, but dude, like
right.
your shredding is captivating, dude. I got my
Oh,
Jackson V, my Gibson Les
hey,
Paul back
let's
here. You
go.
know,
Yes.
I'm gonna start shredding, dude.
That's
Um, Last but not least, can you say this is Samuel Christie from LILIAC, and you are listening to the Metal Mixtape?
yeah. This is Samuel CRISTEA from LILIAC, and you're listening to the Metal Mixtape. Did I
Thank you
say that
so.
right?
Yep,
Mixtape,
you
right?
got it.
Okay,
Yep.
good. I'm just
Hey,
making sure.
hey, no worries, dude. Hey, sorry I mispronounced your last name, dude.
Oh, no, no worries at
Christia.
all.
Hey, that
Yeah.
sounds badass, dude. No wonder you're good at guitar. Samuel Christia. All
Yeah.
right, brother. I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day, wonderful workout, and wish you massive success in 2024.
Thank you so much. It was great talking to you. Have a great one.
See you,
Bye.
brother. Bye.